Hello, I'm Jeff Gold, and thank you so much for being with us today on this Maverick Minute. Today our guest is Dr. Mark Celinscak, and Dr. Celinscak is the director of the Freed Academy. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, what I wanted to talk about and what I think our audience may be interested in is we just recently finished a major exhibition of work by Samuel Bak, a very well-known Holocaust artist, which not only included more than 100 pieces of his work, but also involved Mr. Bak himself and his family visiting this community, speaking to standing room only crowds of students, etc. And now that you've had a little bit of time to reflect on the impact of that exhibition, can you tell us, tell me, tell our audience a little bit about how many people, what kind of response we had from the community, and why has it been so inspiring? Because it's really been incredible. I hear so much about it when I visit with the community.
That's wonderful to hear. We had record-breaking numbers for this exhibition. There were 4,500 visitors to the Samuel Bak exhibition at the UNO Art Gallery. Of that number, and this is what I'm particularly proud of, about half were students. So we're very, very proud that
and mostly K-12 students. Right?
Absolutely. So I was just going to say that more than 2,000 middle and high school students came to our campus and received tours. So we were able, due to generous financial support, of course, to offset the cost of busing and substitute teachers. So we basically removed any roadblocks for these students and these teachers to come to our campus. When they arrived, they were already well versed in the art of Samuel Bak. Our colleagues in the College of Education provided pedagogical material and resources to the teachers, so they were learning about Samuel Bak and his art before they came. When they arrived, they received a tour from a docent who was either a UNO student worker or a community volunteer. At the end of the tour, each and every one of those students received our beautiful catalog.
Yeah.
And so it was
and
very...
It is beautiful.
It is indeed. So it was an overwhelming experience. And of course, a large number of UNO students also engaged with the art of Samuel Bak. Just for an example, my Holocaust class did a service learning project with students from Omaha North High School. So we had many, many students engaging with this art. And that's just one half of that number, 4,500. The other half, of course, was from the community. We had a tremendous enthusiasm from the community. The UNO Art Gallery, as I understand, is largely an event-driven gallery.
Sure.
So we made sure that we had many, many different, wide range of events for the community to engage in. For example, in honor of Mr. Bak's work, we had an Art and Human Rights Symposium that was sponsored by the Goldstein Center for Human Rights.
Sure.
The keynote was delivered by Dr. Gary Phillips, who's a world-renowned expert in the art of Samuel Bak. That was very, very well attended. So there was a tremendous buy-in and enthusiasm from the community, and that helped drive the numbers in the gallery to about 4,500 people.
You know, we had the privilege of having Mr. Bak and his wife here on campus, and as you well know, we had dinner with him one night, and I was just so impressed with his energy, with his vision. I understand that he's still producing hundreds of pieces, and by his own, admission, he's in his mid to late 80s right now.
Yes.
So how does this connect to the work of the Academy? I mean, I think that's a really important point that I want to make sure is not lost on our audience.
Absolutely. The Sam and Frances Freed Holocaust and Genocide Academy, we focus on student and community-driven programs. So when we're considering to do a program, I ask the same question each and every time. How will this benefit our students, and will it resonate with our community? If the answer is no, then we simply don't do it.
Sure.
I think one of the dangers in the university and in the academy in general is when scholars speak only to other scholars, and they often do so in very exclusive or narrow manner. The Freed Academy, we want to engage with our community. We want to confront, the serious issues that we're facing, and we want to make the lives of our students better, and we want to enrich that. The Freed family has been a tremendous source of support. They have given us an unbelievable gift, the gift to the UNO community, and we want to do right by that gift. So we want to make sure that we are doing programs that really resonate with our community.
Well, there's no question that all of the programs that were associated with Sam Bak and his art fulfilled every one of those goals.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for being with us today on this Maverick Minute, but I also want to thank you for all of the work that you're doing and your leadership of the Freed Academy, and for making this relationship possible. And thank you so much for being with us today as well. And I'm Jeff Gold.